call it a night, or we have one more? We can troll back.
One more.
Let's troll back to the lodge at least.
That's a tough fish, man. Oh, that's a nice walleye. Nice walleye, yes. He's not that long. Sometimes you can't overlook the obvious. This is absolutely impossible what we're doing. And I've never seen anything like that before.
That was awesome.
Boy, good thing we're not in eating mode.
The Fish in Canada Show, brought to you in part by Ram Trucks. Nothing works harder than a Ram. Stearns, trusted on the water since 1952. Mercury Outboards, #1 on the water. And Outdoor Canada, Canada's only national fishing and hunting magazine.
The grass is always greener on the other side. This is a saying that's been around for many years, and we as people tend to believe it on an almost daily basis. Now, fishermen? Well, we take it to the extreme. If our quarry isn't voraciously schooling up and inhaling everything we're throwing at them, then we gotta move. In our heads, a little voice is saying, the weeds at the top end of the lake will be better. Or, that rock pile 20 kilometers away has gotta have a school on it, etc., etc. Simply put, it's human nature, and it's part of fishing.
Of course, up in the remote North Country, where it's perceived as there are fish everywhere, the grass is always greener rule has never been applied, right? Wrong. Granted, these lakes do have a crap load of fish on them, but finding quality, it's more work than you might think.
We've traveled to a lot of fishing lodges in our lives, and believe it or not, the grass is always greener on the other side theory holds true in these fish factories as well. The mind frame of, well, let's get ready for a 40-minute boat ride from the lodge, because that's where the biggest, best, and most fish are, is prevalent in almost every lodge we've been to, until today's adventure.
We're at Brace Lake Outfitters in Northern Ontario, and according to Kyle Poleski, owner, operator, and head guide at the lodge, the best fishing on the entire lake, especially for big pike, is directly in front of the lodge. And we're not talking way out in front, we're talking directly in front and in plain view of the dining area.
Well, a couple of knuckleheads like Ange and I just can't comprehend such an obscure statement. I mean, come on. We gotta cover some water, burn some gas, put in some time, you know. As you'll see in this show, knuckleheads could be putting it lightly.
Brace Lake Lodge can actually access 3 bodies of water, Brace Lake being the obvious, and then the connecting lakes of Meta and Ara. Between these 3 lakes, as well as the connecting river systems, there are literally hundreds of kilometers of fishable water for walleye and pike. But that doesn't matter, right? Because we're fishing close to home, right? Right?
After a quick talk as to a game plan, we decide to run. We'll take a shot at the river system first, and then travel to the other lakes, you know, to orient ourselves with the area. Yeah, that's it.
You did it.
I got him.
That's a decent fish. Oh, yeah.
That's why he showed up on the screen, right?
Yeah. That is so,
Awesome.
that is great when you can do that, man.
You can pick him up on your fish finder.
Well, I see fish rising way off in the horizon up there.
Really, eh?
Yeah.
Wow, he just chunked it. Oh yeah, it's a decent one.
Yep.
We have a nice little spot right off the point of reeds here. Perfect. No worm.
No worm.
Nice.
Sans worm.
Nice job.
Man, they're great. Just a million walleye in this one little stretch of river, eh, Pete?
Yeah, it's so shallow.
Yeah. I mean, you would think this would be a great pike area, which I'm sure it is at times, but wow.
There's a big hump here.
Look at that.
8.5 feet of water and kind of a bumpy bottom, so nice fish, bud.
Isn't that beautiful?
That's
Now these would, I think that would be just maybe legal for keeping.
Yeah, he might even be a little over.
He might even be a little over legal. They've got a really strict slot limit. It's actually not a slot, it's a maximum length.
Anything greater than 18 inches,
46 centimeters.
46 centimeters, yeah.
Okay, so we tried up the river and caught fish after fish after fish.
Boy, good thing we're not in eating mode.
But no big boys.
He wanted that bad.
So we headed back to the lodge to regroup.
It's great. On 6-pound test tipping, baby. Still insistent about having to get away from the crowds, we decided to make the long trek south to Meta and Ara Lake. They're only 45 plus minutes away.
I mean, what the heck, right, bud? It's only a mere 45 plus minutes each way. It's not like we have anything better to do. Like fish, maybe?
I don't know how good a hook set I got on him, though.
Well, then you might want a little head shake there that I see.
Little head shake. It's a walleye, but I don't think he's very big. He's just fighting. Pick you up like that, and like that.
There you go.
Yeah, there. See? That's how we do it out here.
We were trying to figure out why we couldn't get any of the big girls that this place is noted for to bite. And now we see why. In typical Northern Ontario fashion, Mother Nature threw us directly into the midst of the dreaded Mayfly hatch. This doesn't mean big walleye won't bite our offerings, but when the hatch does occur, expect about a 20-to-1 ratio of small fish to quality fish.
I like the sound of that. No?
Yeah, not really. Oh, pike.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Dang, I had a feeling it was a better fish.
Ooh, look at his gills hanging out of his side of his face. Yeah, look at this.
Ew. Whoa, look at that. That shows you they lived through some of that stuff.
Wonder what happened to him. Look at that. Fish has got a gill ripped out of him. Wow.
Yeah,
And he was feeding.
and that's old too, right? It's not like it's fresh, is it?
No, it's been around for a while. Huh. That's crazy.
So, on our adventurous tour that took us all the way down to Meta Lake and then into Ara Lake, we started to get a little better average sized fish. But not the big walleye and pike this lodge is known for, and certainly not what we drove 45 minutes in the boat for. Back to home base to regroup again.
Did you know that early spring can offer up some of the best pike fishing in Ontario? Renowned writer, hunter, angler, and outdoorsman Ernest Hemingway once told his son, "You make your own luck." On Fishing Canada, we use this philosophy a lot, and it's definitely true in the early spring when ice has just melted on Ontario lakes. Looking for some luck catching monster northern pike? You can easily make your own by heading to the shallows of these frigid waters, particularly where streams and rivers enter the lake, creating nutrient-rich habitat. It's the perfect spot for both feeding and spawning. As an added bonus, the moving water from these inflows also attracts walleye, perch, and a host of other sport fish. A good fisherman knows that the fish won't come to you, but with a better understanding of Ontario spring fishing conditions, you'll know exactly where to go to them. It's all a matter of getting luck on your side. Just another reason to go fish in Ontario today.
Hey, Ange, here's a great idea. Let's fish this little area just south of the lodge. I've heard there's some fantastic structure with great weed growth surrounding a giant boulder in the middle of nowhere.
Oh, that's a nice walleye. Nice walleye, yes.
Here, look at him fight. He's not bad,
Nice one, buddy.
No worm, by the way.
No worm. Look at you.
I just jiggling it beside the boat.
Look at you.
Easy, buddy. Nice.
I'll keep an eye on it for you.
Yeah, beautiful.
Oh, that's nice.
Beautiful.
Sometimes you can't overlook the obvious. Like
Yeah.
this great big old boulder sitting in the middle of a bay like this. Good one?
Better walleye, yeah.
All right by that rock, same place, eh?
Place.
Oh, nice fish. That's a quality fish.
Quality wally.
That's what I'm talking about.
Right beside the rock.
Right where he should be, eh? Right where he should have been. Right where the other 3 or 4 were the earlier
Might be
on.
the same one.
Could be.
Could be a recatch. Look at that. Perfect.
That's beautiful walleye.
A humpback.
Brace Lake walleye.
That's what we're looking for.
Yep.
Right there. Look at this rock. What a crazy little spot.
It's just a crazy, one of those, you know, you gotta fish it kind of spots.
Our first couple of fish in this area are some of the best walleye of the trip. Things are looking up. But remember, where there's walleye, there's pike. Kamikaze, crazy, voracious northern pike.
Whoa, did you see that? Whoa, did you see that?
Oh, out of the water.
My God, that's on 6-pound test line. Did you guys see that? Oh my God, I've never seen anything like that.
That was awesome. That was freaking awesome, buddy.
No leader, little wee jig, and he swallowed the jig. It's God.
How could he hit that in the air like that?
I don't know.
Like it was out of the water. You want to take the rod and you handle him?
Yeah, just, you got it?
Yeah. Beautiful. What an awesome fish,
On
man.
6-pound test tippet, baby.
Look at him. He's being very cooperative.
And he's ready to go.
Bye-bye, guy.
See you, buddy.
Oh, I like when they do that. The hit of the year, buddy. You got it.
I hope we got that on,
Nothing better than that.
on tape. This fish came out of the water, cleared the water, came straight up and swallowed the jig in midair. Oh, yes, that's a lot of water movement, buddy.
Here he goes.
Pete and I aren't really fond of eating crow, but if the shoe fits, well, maybe we're fishing a bit too far from the lodge. Yeah, maybe Kyle was right. Oh, he's coming up. Whoa, that's a nice big fish. That's a
Gonna turn the boat, buddy.
quality pike.
There he is right there. I can see him. He's on the top like a log.
He's
Look at him.
coming up like a log. Wow. That is weird.
Okay, now the fun begins. You're gonna bring that guy into me head first.
He swallowed the bait. I can't believe it. Don't turn. There you go.
No, he's not in yet. There he is. Oh, look at the bait popped out. 99%. Here, hang on to that bar right there. You got a bait that big. Wow. There you go.
He's not that long.
Yeah, he's not that big a fish.
But he's got a big gut.
Huge
that.
belly.
That's so cool. All right, let's get him in
Put him
there.
right back. Maybe a plunge right back. Maybe a.
Trolling big plugs, spinners, spoons, or swim baits is by far the most effective way of making contact with these big lodge-oriented northerns.
There we go.
As per usual, once the fish are located, be persistent. Troll a big grid pattern. Run some figure 8 patterns. Zig and zag. Do whatever it takes. And let Ange and I run around like a couple of headless chickens.
Today's hotspot is directly in front of Brace Lake Lodge. The waypoint on your screen will get you right there. As we stated earlier in the program, this is a very well-known and consistent area to catch big northern pike. And if you're lucky, a chunky walleye or two could be in the mix as well. Trolling big wobbling plugs is your best bet here, as you can cover a vast amount of water in a limited amount of time. Make sure you vary your trolling speeds and throw in the odd turn, even a figure 8 with your boat. Once you make contact with a big fish, mark the area and try a few more passes close by, as these monsters could be working a school of bait fish in the vicinity. Casting or drifting are secondary options, but are overall less effective than trolling. For more hotspots like this one, check out fishingcanada.com.
Don't know yet, bud. He popped me and swam with it. Oh, he feels okay now.
Oh, yes, that's a lot of water moving, buddy.
There he is right there.
Nice fish.
That's a beauty.
That's a quality fish.
Look at this thing.
He's got the bait completely in him.
Complete. Now this is a single hook, so we're lucky on that.
Yeah. Oh, that is gorgeous.
There he goes.
How cool is that?
We got him trained pretty good around here at Brace Lake, folks.
That is a big fish.
That's a nice pike, man.
It's got one big hook in him.
Yeah, it's not gonna be bad. If he's cooperative.
Trying to get a hold of his gill plate is what he's doing without getting his hands on the gills.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, sometimes big fish like this, whoa,
He's having fun with me.
he's having fun with you for sure.
Here, you actually
Yeah,
hold
give me the
rod.
rod. And he's just feeling underneath for the gill plate and trying to get a finger. There you
Don't
go.
touch their gills.
There you go.
And then you put your hand under their belly
Perfect.
so that you support their belly.
Look at this
Like
fish.
that.
And he's fat too.
Yeah, he's gorgeous. Oh, what are you
Buddy.
doing?
So,
I'm going to put him back real quick.
yeah.
Look at that for a Brace Lake beauty, folks.
Wow.
Look at the sun is down.
Big
This is
head on him,
walleye
too.
time.
I love
Big
that
head on
big
it.
broadhead.
If we can give you one lesson out of this Fishing Canada episode, it's the grass isn't always greener on the other side when it comes to fishing. Be smart and check all areas.
As my old woodshop teacher, Mr. Hiltz, used to say, read all the pages in the book, Viola.
Can we call it a night or we have one more? We can
I
troll
think we
back.
have one more.
Let's troll back
right.
to the lodge at least. That's fun.
To get to today's non-stop walleye and pike fishing on Brace Lake, we took Highway 400 north to Highway 11. We then headed northwest to Highway 584 at Geraldton. From there we drove north to the town of Nakina and finally took Cordingley Lake Road to the Nakina Air Seaplane Base. From there it was a short flight into Brace Lake Outfitters.
But he bit my tail off.
Oh boy, hate when that happens.
Here's something to take note. A lot of you, and myself included, would be tempted to throw that right back in there, especially if you're in a hot area with a big bite. But there's a reason that bait works, and it's got to have all the parts on it to do so. This one doesn't anymore, so change it up. Manufacturer makes them every day of the week.
The Fishin' Canada Show, brought to you in part by Sail, the Outdoors Superstore, Coleman, the Outdoor Company, Muskol, proudly Canadian since 1951, Cooper Tires, life's a road trip, come on, let's go, and Princecraft Boats, dominate the waters.